Hey everyone, Tyler from Duelcaster here. This week I'm showing my first round of a league tournament that took place March 2018, organized through the Duel Commander Discord channel. I decided to run Karlov of the Ghost Council, partly because it's a very strong deck that hasn't been featured on this channel yet. The goal of the deck is to win quickly with Karlov as a huge beatstick, but it packs a ton of disruption, including Karlov's second ability, that makes playing a long game quite winnable as well. This round I'm facing Meren of Clan Toth, probably the best deck in the format at abusing the graveyard besides maybe Kess. I'm going to have to find a way around infinite jump blockers to have a shot in this matchup. Alright, round one of the league. I am on the play and see a hand that has some potential here. It's a little risky because Scoured Barrens entering tap is a real liability with this hand, but I decided to keep it anyway because I got duress here on turn 1 and a couple turn 2 or 3 plays. I see a hand that's pretty landlight for my opponent. I take Fatal Push because I hope I can get kill him before he's able to play his 6 drops. Luckily I draw an untapped land, so I'm able to play Karlov turn 2. On his turn 2 he plays Sakura Tribe Elder. I keep drawing untapped lands, which is nice, but this time I take this opportunity to play a Johnny's Pridemate into Scoured Barrens, gains me a life and makes pumps all my team. So now I have a 4/4 and a 3/3 that have the potential to get bigger. He keeps drawing untapped lands, luckily for him, and so he's able to cast Meren here, which gets him his Sakura Tribe Elder back at the end of his turn. All right, I draw Council's Judgment, great card in this matchup, or just in any matchup, really. I decided to use it on Meren. I probably should have waited on that, because he was so close to 6 mana to dropping his Vraska and Grave Titan, and indeed he gets the 6th right on schedule, so he's able to drop this Grave Titan and make me look really foolish for blowing that Council's Judgment the turn before. Not only that, he has 3 cards left in his hand, so I can't necessarily nab the Vraska with this Gerard's Verdict, which I would have been if he hadn't used Meren to get Sakura Tribe Elder back. But all the same, I play the Gerard's Verdict, hoping he'll maybe discard a land to let me grow my 2 life gain creatures, but he does not. And then I play Selfless Spirit, so I at least have 1 indestructible shield here for future attacks. All right, the heavy hitters keep coming. Vraska comes out, and this card is bananas. all of its loyalty abilities are insane, and interestingly he does not use any loyalty ability before combat. So I block and then give my guys indestructible. Now he can't actually use the -3 from Vraska, so he just makes a pirate, and it looks like he's going for the ultimate route on Vraska. I drop Batterskull, hoping to stem the bleeding here a little bit, although he then follows with Eldritch Evolution. So he looks like he's sacrificing his Elves of Deep Shadow, so he gets a 3-drop, and he chooses Reclamation Sage. So he's going to be able to blow up the Batterskull. Vraska could have done that on her own, but he looks like he's wanting to ultimate Vraska. And so he's just sitting there waiting to put me to 1 life. I draw a Jite here and equip the Pridemate. And this card is amazing, but extra good in Karlov because you can slowly remove those counters to gain several instances of life gain. All right, pre-combat he goes Meren of Clan Toth, and then ultimates Vraska as I expected. So this actually turns on Fateful Hour for my Faith Shield, which I don't think has ever even come up in this deck before, but this card is really situationally amazing, and this is one of those amazing situations. So I give myself protection from black. None of the black creatures deal any damage to me, and I get counters on my GTA. Block is Reclamation Sage. He gets a thing back with Meren, but I continue to rip like a like a madman. Demonic Tutor, use that to find Griff's Boon, and I use Griff's Boon on Karlov, so this will give me the win this turn, because Karlov goes into a 5/4. I have 2 counters in the GTA, which gives me 2 instances of life gain. He's at 9, so that puts him at exactly dead. So wow, got super lucky there to pull that one out, but I'll take it. Game 2, I keep this hand because it's got a good mix of lands and spells, including a turn 1 play, which is always what you want. Legion's Landing makes a 1/1 vampire with lifelink, which is really good with Karlov because you can grow Karlov into a 4/4 on right away on turn 2 with that, assuming they have, you don't want to suicide it, but looks like that's going to be the case here. Although I do draw Lightning Greaves, so now my plan is to maybe hold off on Karlov till he has some better protection. My opponent did not tap out, so I figured Lightning Greaves was a better play. He sees the issue there with the Greaves and casts Abrupt Decay on the Greaves. So it looks like I'm going to have to play Karlov a little bit defenseless in future turns, but that's okay. Once again, he passes with a bunch of mana up and cards in hand. I decided not to play Karlov again, although it's debatable whether which card would have been is more valuable to me here. I mean, I played Dark Confidant. It gets Fatal Pushed. I probably should have played Karlov there because I could have just recast him on 4. Now my opponent plays Gaunty, Lord of Luxury. A really powerful card and kind of stopping me in my tracks. All right, fetch a Godless Shrine. Luckily, I draw an untapped land here in the form of Radiant Fountain. So I attack into the Gaunty because my plan is to gain some life and then shrink his Gaunty post-combat with Collected Brutality. So I don't have to worry about that unless he plays Meren and gets it back. Instead, he plays Damnation on his turn to blow up just my Karlov, which sucks for me, but it's better. It's a pretty good mana efficiency-wise on trading, so I can just recast Karlov on 4, no big deal. I play Bojuka Bog, exile his graveyard, because I don't want him getting Gaunty back with Meren. And sure enough, he plays another creature on his next turn, Ishkana Graph Widow, which would have actually had Delirium had the Bojuka Bog not hit the field the turn before, so I lucked out on that too. All right, my next turn I Demonic Tutor. I actually think for a while here and get at Council's Judgment just to kind of cover my bases later. I don't know if that was the correct play, but I like to lead with Demonic Tutor because maybe now he thinks I tutored for Tide Hollow Sculler. Anyway, I cast the Sculler and see Gaze of Granite, which has the potential to really wreck me here, especially because his converted mana cost in his deck is so much higher than mine. He rips like a champion too with this Yeheni's Expertise right off the top. So now my whole team is annihilated and he gets his Gaze of Granite back. I top deck Timna the Weaver and could play this Jite as well, but I decide I'd rather hold up Brave the Elements in case he tries to kill Timna, because I have no other creatures right now. Okay, he keeps drawing a lot of mana, so he's just able to recast Meren as just a 3/4, no creatures in his graveyard, attack me. Alright, I play this Jite, equipped to Timna, and this turn I actually screw up pretty bad because I forget he has Gaze of Granite in his hand. I should have known that. I get the counters on the Jite, and then draw a card, which is Soul Warden, but I play right into his Gaze of Granite here because he just kills everything with converted mana cost 3 or less. The best I can do is just gain 4 life off those GTA counters, but my whole board is wiped out and I'm kind of back to the Stone Age here. I see one card in his hand, decide to Mind Twist it away, and luckily I get Vraska. So I dodged a bullet. Play Council's Judgment to take out Ishkana, and then he, on his next turn, he attacks, then plays Eldritch Evolution. I think he might. I thought he would have gotten Grave Titan here, but he actually gets Acidic Slime. So it looks like he's going a little more conservative route here, going after my mana. Now, luckily for him, I cannot cast Karlov now because Karlov costs 6. So maybe it paid off, maybe it didn't. Meren comes back out, and I draw a creature at least, Bastion Protector, even though it's just a hill giant right now. He keeps attacking me, and we just keep attacking back and forth. I can't really do much. I get another terrible top deck in the form of Mana Tithe, whereas he gets Deathrite Shaman, which is very, very good actually right now, even though he has plenty of mana. Finally get my 6th land to play Karlov, who happens to be a 4/4 indestructible thanks to Bastion Protector. His next turn he attacks with 2 creatures. I'm not quite sure why he attacks with Meren, but I'll take it. I'll block with Karlov, and then he just recasts Meren there. I go to 5 life. He's an active Deathrite Shaman. Here, in case you missed it before. This is gonna kill me very quickly with the life drain ability, unless I get lucky here. So I decide I need to press the issue here. I played Brave the Elements, giving my whole team protection from black. So this gets me in for 7 damage, putting him to 4. And my goal here is to get him to attack with his whole team. Then I play Faith's Shield because I have Fateful Hour again. He gets around that a little bit though because he casts Duress, so I'm forced to use the Faith's Shield prematurely, and then he doesn't actually tap his creatures. Now I just let him, I can't attack, and so I path to exile in response to him using Deathrite at the end of my turn. But he has the Phyrexian Tower on tap to sacrifice it, so it'll come back with Meren, which is pretty nice for him. Now I'm forced to block because I'm at 1 life. But I'm able to save my Karlov because I can prevent 2 of the damage with a Gonjo Castle, even though the Bastion Protector died. Alright, Meren comes back out, and Deathrite Shaman comes back out, so I have 1 turn to draw an answer, and oh my god, I got one of the few cards I could actually save me this game, Elspeth Knight Errant. I could jump my Karlov to make it a 5/5 flyer when he's at 4 life, so whew, better lucky than good, right? Yeah, I had no business winning either of those 2 games, but you gotta always play to your outs, even with a 99 card deck. This puts me at 1-0 in matches for the league so far. Stay tuned for the rest of the league matches to follow soon. I always upload at least 1 video per week here at DCM, and the best way to keep up to date is to subscribe. Seeing your support really makes this all worthwhile for me. Thanks for watching, and catch you next week.